Hey everybody, it's Black Bellflower and welcome back to Piofiore Faded Memories. Today we are going to be finishing Yang's route, and that's the theme song that just triggered. Goodness, okay. We're going to be finishing Yang's route today. We have a bad ending, a tragic ending, and a good ending to do, and a short story, so we've got tons of work to do. Let's get started. Let me say hi to you guys in the chat. Hello there. There we go. All right, hope your Monday is going well. Let's get started. So first we need to see the bad ending. So we need to go to chapter 6 and we have to change some settings here. So we need to do chapter 6 with low affinity. Oop, go back. Low affinity and low wisdom. So we got to be stupid, and I don't know what affinity is. Like how that translates to a point in the game. But here we go. This is the fourth bad ending. This man has so many bad endings. Goodness gracious. Here we go. I'm scared. Every time I click a bad ending for this man, I get scared. Okay. I slowly got out of bed so I wouldn't wake Yang and looked up at the silent, starry night sky from the window. That night of the trade, a sudden noise erupted and the boat went up in flames. Even now, if I closed my eyes, I could see the red flames clearly. That's even more of a reason. Oh! I heard rustling behind me and immediately turned around to see Yang awake. I minded my business. Please don't hurt me. Okay. I'm sure he didn't really care. He may have asked me without thinking. Elena, I was thinking about my friend who is at Lee's place. Many innocent girls were sacrificed during that trade. Even if the explosion didn't happen, those girls had a horrible life awaiting them. I didn't know which would have been worse. Okay, so for those of you who are just tuning in, hi, I'm Black Bellflower. We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. So what my character is talking about is these girls who were being sold off into the sex trade. And her friend Elena is currently on drugs and is being held captive at someone's house. This game is wild. Okay. When I remembered them, I couldn't help but worry about Elena's fate as well. I don't know if taken care of would be the right words I'd use for this situation. But a while isn't good enough. Judging by Lee's demeanor, I couldn't see him keeping Elena by his side forever. Besides, if he really cared about Elena, I don't think he would have given her drugs. Okay, thank you. What? Really? I don't trust him. Thank you, Yang. I feel like something's gonna happen. I'm gonna get, like, murdered or... Okay, sorry. All Yang's bad endings are, like, me being murdered or me sold off into the slavery trade. Okay. Yang beckoned me back and I timidly returned to bed. He grabbed my wrist and pulled me under the blanket. I closed my eyes, and immediately my lips were sealed and playtime began once more. That or Lee will murder me. Either way, I'm gonna die. I feel it. Was it correct to go with Yang's idea? I still didn't know the answer, and days passed without any changes. That day, I woke up earlier than usual and was reading a book while lying on my side. Okay. Ah! He pulled my hips back from behind, and I looked back at him. I didn't realize Yang had awoken already. Yes, the ending is sad, but I still like it. It's such a beautiful story. Yeah, it's a love story about a young couple born into opposing families. Yep. Romeo and Juliet. Please don't let that be us, because I don't want to die for this man. I have no interest in dying for this man. Okay. Oh, you know it? No. Yes, I think it's romantic. God. How is... Okay. High school me thought Romeo and Juliet was romantic, but now I just think it's a complete and utter waste of life. Like... Okay. No. Come to think of it, in the story, when the lovers first met, they didn't know each other's names. I suddenly realized something. Hey, Yang. I don't know your full name. Would you tell me? That's true. He didn't tell us his name on the good route either. So I'm concerned. Why can't we learn his name? That wasn't what I meant. I realized that Yang had no desire to answer me, and I felt unsatisfied. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Lee is going to kill me at this point. If I haven't died yet, he showed no sign of understanding my feelings and casually got out of bed. She just always wants desserts. I can't. She is me, I am her, so I can't judge her for that. I'm waiting for the plot twist. When am I gonna die? You're right. Many buy it at a panetteria because it's difficult to make. Huh? Here he is. An unexpected guest arrived as we were cleaning up after Yamcha. He's gone. So you should go too. I do not like Lee. You should have let everybody know before you came so we could lock the front door. Yeah, do that. Ugh. Lana's like, no. I guess. Right. Faye and Lon looked at Lee suspiciously and nodded. Hearing their response, Lee looked at me. First of all, I am the woman of the house, sir. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, look. Yes, of course. Of course my stupid in-game self is like, alright, I'll just leave. I'm not an outsider.
Huh? I
don't like him. I mean, look, they still haven't even given me a knife. I've asked for a knife several times in this playthrough. You're not supposed. Okay. Faye, really? Lon, Faye, it's alright. I need to clear the dishes anyway. I'll return to my room when I'm done. I'm gonna die. Please don't leave me here with him. Okay, I nodded, picking up the empty plates and leaving the dining hall. Don't leave me by myself. He may come back and kill me. Okay, I returned to the dishes to the kitchen and headed back toward my room. No, you don't have a face. I don't want to help you. Is there anything I could help with? I tilted my head in confusion and the man spoke in a low tone. Okay, what does this have to do with me? A cat. Okay, look, I don't care. Of course I care. I'm the church character in this game. Right, I guess I can be of some help. If the mother cat is nearby, don't touch the litter. She'll be alert. No, I don't want to go. Sure. Ah! I followed the man and stepped into one of the empty rooms. Where's the cat? Oh. Alright, let's get this bad ending over with. Go ahead and kidnap me. Before I could scream, I felt a pain. My vision blurred and I couldn't open my eyes anymore. If there's one thing I'm gonna do in this game, it's get kidnapped. I didn't remember anything after that. Okay. Wake up, girl. Goodness. I could hear someone's voice from afar. My head feels like it's going to burst. I heard the door open and someone leaving. I ignored my body screaming in pain and somehow mustered a way to open my eyes. Oh. My eyes thinned. The light was piercingly bright and my headache felt even worse. Okay. After a little while, I was able to recognize my surroundings. This room looks familiar. Dang it! I feel like garbage, thank you for asking. The person's voice was familiar. Ah, it's this heifer! Lee. I muttered his name, holding my aching head as I slowly got up. Just go ahead and give me the bad ending. I don't even want to look. I looked at Lee, who was smiling happily. His expression clearly didn't fit the situation, and I was instantly nervous. What's going on? You abducted me. Does Yang know about this? He'll be angry when he finds out someone took what's his. You know that, right? No, you won't be. Yes, he will be, but still. No, you won't be. His smile widened. Now? I backed away onto the bed. Duh. No. Do you see how evil he looks? You can't be outwardly evil looking. You'll never get anything done. He's gonna drug me, isn't he? I don't think you should. I had experienced this firsthand. I knew how picky Yang was about his belongings. I was serious when I warned him, but Lee just scoffed at me. I mean, he's not wrong. Then that's even more of a reason that this doesn't make sense. See, this is why we should have carried a knife. I bet you we'll get a knife in Gilbert's route. I don't care about making you feel better. You're a scumbag. I couldn't help but shout at him. But that didn't bother Lee, and he just stared at me. He reached out to me and touched my cheeks. Ugh! I felt shivers all over my body. It's different from when Yang touches me. I had never felt so much disgust. Oh! Oh, he's gonna chop our head off. Stop! I wanted to get out of Lee's grasp and desperately backed away on the bed. Why would you go for the bed? Girl, go for the door! My back eventually met the cold wall. I was still in pain from being hit earlier and my body couldn't move as I wanted. Ah! Lee suddenly had a needle in his hand. The drugs. No! He's gonna drug us! Ugh! I felt the pain of the needle piercing me. No! I tried to push him off, but Lee had a good grip on me, and he mercilessly injected me with something from the needle. I tried to scream someone's name, but I no longer knew whose name I was trying to call. The end. So that's the bad ending. Notice how all of Yang's bad endings are me getting kidnapped, me dying, me sold into the sex trade. All right. So that was the bad ending. Now we're going to have even more fun because here comes the tragic ending, which is like 5 times worse. So if you remember the last thing that happened in the full chapter 6 is that they ended up going into Lee's room and killing him. So in this universe that we're about to play, Lee is dead. Here we go. The happy twins disappeared at the end of the hallway and Yang began to walk outside. So now we're going into chapter 7 of the tragic ending. Get your popcorn. This is going to be good. And really bad. Chapter 7, Color. I don't even know what to expect. Okay. We returned to the base a little early. Huh? It was a slight feeling of discomfort. I couldn't express it in words, but something felt like it was different from usual. I looked over at Yang, and for a moment, he looked like his usual self. Oh, okay, so something I need to actually tell you guys before we go any further. Okay. I meant to show this on Twitter. A couple of changes that happened on this route. This man apologized to me for involving me in our problems. Okay, so basically, when Gilbert and Dante tried to murder us, instead of like being quiet, I asked Yang, was he scared? And he replies, you must have been scared. I'm sorry for putting you through this. You must have been scared. This is the first time he ever expressed concern over my well-being. No matter what enemy appears, I will protect you from now on always. Okay, so he says this in the bad ending. So now I'm really scared because at first you didn't care about me at all. And now you are overprotective. Terrifying. And then he kisses her. His touch was so delicate as if I were fragile. I almost believed he cared about me. I'll warm you up, you just relax. So then basically, we have sex in this route. I'm so confused. How is this the bad ending? That's even making me even more scared. So, there we go. I caught you up. I looked over at Yang, and for a moment he looked like his usual self. But his gaze was sharp, as if he were facing an enemy. Yang senses something too. Without being able to shake off the feeling, we stepped into the room and there stood... Dante! Why are you here? Oh, how did he get past security? Dante Falzoni was sitting leisurely on a chair with his legs crossed. He smiled coldly and closed the book in his hand. Dante likes Shakespeare. Wonderful. I too enjoy Shakespeare. For those of you in the chat, do you guys read Shakespeare? My favorite play is Hamlet. It's wonderful. Ooh. So you came into this man's house and insulted him? Not good, Dante. Not a good idea. Uh-oh, here we go. Dante was clearly taunting him, but Yang didn't bat an eyelash. Finally, I realized why things felt unusual. It was too quiet. Despite the twins and some of the others being out, there should have been some members at the base. But as we walked inside the building into the room, we hadn't encountered anyone. Oh, snap. Not good. Maybe all of the men who were left here all... Ah! Dante always the first one to pull a gun. Ugh. Goodness. Don't you shoot him. I'm concerned about what he's gonna do to me in this route, but don't you shoot him. Get him, Yang. Yang spoke in a taunting way. He suddenly pulled the stuffed panda from the shelf and threw it forward as Dante raised his gun. No, he shot my panda! A burst of cotton shot through the toy as it blocked Dante's field of vision. Now you really gotta die. You out here shooting at my man and my panda? Get ready to die. Keep missing. By then, Yang had already pulled me out of the room. Run! Oh god, we're getting trapped. Okay, they're here. There was no one in the hallway earlier, but it was now filled with members of the Falzoni, so the Laoshu are dead, right? Oh, they shooting! They must have been hiding in the other rooms. As soon as we came out, they began to shoot at us relentlessly. Ah! Okay. So what are they doing? Shooting at our feet? Yang muttered as he ran, completely unafraid of the bullets. What? Come to think of it, he's right. The only people shooting were those who could aim at Yang. Oh! Yang picked me up and jumped back, crouching. If they couldn't aim at me, the window of where they could shoot was restricted. Oh god, okay. But even so, evading gunfire in a narrow corridor had its limits. Ah! The bullets that Yang couldn't dodge were starting to graze him. I can't even read. I'm nervous. Okay. Yang, you're bleeding. Nelson, VGC, thank you so much for your follow. How are you doing? We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. We're getting shot at right now. So yeah, here we go. Yang showed no signs of pain. On the contrary, he gave a thin smirk. Oh god, is he gonna throw me at them? Oh, as soon as Yang muttered, we heard a voice from the entrance. Okay, am I supposed to read this? Because they're telling me, like, sometimes you're supposed to skip certain things. So I don't want to trigger anything by accident. Okay, so I am supposed to watch this. Cool. I was like, let me know first. Cool. Okay. Where were y'all when we were getting shot at? Okay, they fail as bodyguards. Faye right here and his twin sister Lon, they're supposed to be guarding me. They failed. We're getting shot at. It's a bit late for that. Oh, please don't let these kids die on this route. I will cry.
それ合ってるの？
She's like, who cares? The point is we're about to stab everybody.
Hi.
Let's go. Please don't let these kids die. I will be devastated. As soon as Yang muttered, we heard a voice from the entrance. Could it be? Girl, start swinging the sword. Okay, Yang and I had managed to avoid the shooting. The twins came running in. You two are safe. I think you're terrible bodyguards. That's what I think you are. Start stabbing. Less talk, more stabby. Is that Orlok? A cold and quiet voice spoke. Orlok, please don't kill these children. You disappeared and now you're siding with the Falzoni. Oh, that's her. Sorry. Got excited. Well, he's technically not a traitor because he was never really allied with us, but that's not the point. He's gonna start stabbing, so I need y'all to fight. Okay. Yep, see? He has assumed the fighting stance. Do you see this blade? The blade, right? Okay. He's gonna kill them both. Orlok silently gripped his dagger and lunged forward. Oh my god, Orlok, please don't kill these kids. Okay. Faye parried Orlok's dagger but couldn't stop the momentum and spun through the air before landing on his feet. As Orlok moved toward Faye, Lon ran toward him and swung her weapon without hesitation. You go, Lon. Get him! She was really close, but a Falzoni member interrupted her with gunfire. Oh god, we got guns, swords. Okay. Lon took a big jump back. Okay, stab them then. No, why are we retreating? I guess we're outnumbered. Yeah, I'm kind of with them at this point. He's not wrong, but I want somebody to stab Dante. I love Dante, but in this route, I don't like Dante. Okay. Alright. Everybody out! On Yang's orders, the two ran in opposite directions. Good, they're still alive. Jesus. Yang took me in another direction and we ran up the stairs. Yang, why are we going up? We'll be trapped! The Falzoni were running up the stairs behind us. Is he gonna start jumping from rooftop to rooftop? Once they catch up, there will be nowhere else to go. I knew it. Are we about to jump? Sir! Huh? It was a sudden question. It was so out of place my eyes grew wide. No, I have never wished that I could fly. Never. Please don't throw me across these rooftops. I dreamed of it when I was a child, but... Yang's smile deepened. I had a bad feeling about this. Oh no. Don't tell me. I turned pale, but Yang ignored me and picked me up. Suddenly he leapt from the floor. Oh my god, this man is really... Okay. I can't. Ah! Oh my god. He's crazy. My scream and laugh and Yang's laugh coincided. Yang jumped high and easily landed on the neighboring building. No, it is not. Before I could catch my breath, Yang jumped again with me in his arms. This isn't flying! I couldn't even finish my sentence. I almost bit my tongue as I desperately gripped Yang's shoulders. Oh my god. We're gonna die. Yang's talking about falling? I didn't even have time to reprimand him. Yang jumped so nimbly that I couldn't believe he was able to carry me in the process. We leapt from building to building until finally we found ourselves far from the base. We're so lucky we didn't die. We descended the stairs and I could finally feel solid ground under my feet again. I thought I was going to... Perhaps from relief, my knees wouldn't stop shaking even after we reached the last step. Seeing this, Yang easily picked me up once more and ran through the alleyway. He chose routes that were mostly empty of people and moved quickly without hesitation. We finally approached a back alley that was especially devoid of people. This alley looks very familiar. I was kidnapped here. Silly old fox, thank you so much for the subscription. How do I... There we go. Thank you. I don't know why my hearts aren't working. Let me try another heart. There we go. Thank you so much, Silly old fox, for the subscription. I appreciate that. We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. We have escaped from getting shot at, Yang and I. This is his tragic ending, so it's not going to end well, even though we escaped. But anyway, we finally approached a back alley that was especially devoid of people. I was kidnapped in this back alley on Nicola's route. I remember this distinctly. One of these doors I was held in, it was a very dirty room. It was very gross. Okay, here we go. Speaking of which, that was perfect timing. Nicola, please don't kill us. There stood Nicola Francesca, waiting for us with a smile on his face, and to think I was in love with this man like 2 weeks ago. Behind him were the Falzoni members in a line with their guns raised. And then... Elena! Is he really about to hurt Elena? How dare you? She's been through enough. It's not enough that she was high off of drugs and kidnapped. You about to kill her too? Okay. He brought Elena out from behind and held her up as she stood on shaky legs. My poor Elena. Dang, you stay getting shot at with no Glicky to shoot back. Exactly. I can never let the chopper sing. They never let me do it. Elena seemed weak and couldn't stand on her own. Okay. She is. So please don't kill her. I mean, you don't have to put it like that. She was Lee's prisoner, not plaything. Ugh. That means the Falzoni knew all along and allowed it to happen. That's true. Y'all just let her stay there and get pumped up with drugs. I hate Nicola and Dante on this route. I suppose it makes sense that the Mafia wouldn't go out of their way to protect us, but it wasn't just Elena. I thought about all the girls who had lost their lives on that boat. The Falzoni are so cold. I used to think that the Falzoni had faith in God, that they were dependable figures in the town. But I realized I was just being naive. Elena, why is she with you? You kidnapped her. That's fine. I already know. Okay. Oh my god! Another gun! I'm so over it. Where's my anchor emoji? Really? Really, sir? Hi, new viewers. We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. Nicola here has kidnapped my friend Elena and now has a gun to the back of her head. She's about to die. There's nothing I can do about this. Please, don't! Fine. Jesus. Man, Nicola's a jerk in this route. What? If I go over to them, I know that Yang will be showered with bullets. I thought I heard Yang sigh a little, and he lowered my body. No, I don't want to leave you. Damn it. Okay. Here comes my first decision. I can't do that. I can't leave you. I can't do that. If I go, you're going to be killed. Yang gave me the gentlest smile like never before and stroked my cheeks. I'm telling you, this man has been more in love with us on the bad route than he was on the good route. I'm scared. They about to shoot him. That's supposed to be comforting, but we're about to die. Yang. We're gonna die. Or he's gonna die. After making up my mind, I looked Nicola Francesca in the eye. I'll go to you quietly. Live fast, love fast. I mean, I guess so. I didn't choose the thug life. Thug life chose me. Here we go. Now I have to save her life. So please, don't hurt Yang. They're gonna shoot the hell out of him.
Yang?
Right? Nicola's like, Yang, don't hurt Yang. That's what this whole thing has been about. He repeated my words confused. He looked like he had absolutely no idea why I'd say such a thing, because I have Stockholm Syndrome. He is lying. Please. He stared at me for a little while and then he let out a sigh. He is lying like hell. Nicola. He's a sweet talker. But I had no choice but to trust him. Here we go. I slowly walked over to the Falzoni side. A set right just Oh, okay, he let her go. I thought he had like shot her as she fell to the ground. When I was in front of him, he let go of Elena and grabbed my hand instead. Losing her support, Elena crumpled to the floor. Oh, I tried to reach out to Elena. Just then, gunfire rang. Knew it! Nicola was like, okay, I won't shoot her, but somebody will. What? I turned and saw Yang's clothes gradually turn red. Dante! Behind Yang stood Dante Falzoni holding a gun. When did he get there? No, you promised! He promised he wouldn't shoot Yang. He didn't promise Dante wouldn't shoot Yang. At my protest, he smiled with a cool face. Yep. Loophole. He did say he wouldn't use his gun. He didn't mention anyone else wouldn't. I knew it. I shouldn't have trusted him. I glared at his jade eyes, but his expression remained unchanging. Yang smiled aggressively as he held his wound. Run! Oh my god. Yes, please, run. Go away. With that, he leapt up and out of sight. He disappeared so quickly I could hardly believe that he was injured. Dante, let him go. On Dante's orders, his subordinates rushed after Yang. Well, at least we get Elena back. Okay, so I'm probably supposed to watch this too. Yep. So now we're in Dante's point of view. Okay. I'm mad at Gilbert too because he tried to shoot me last week. I can't wait to play Gilbert's route. Okay. Ugh. And so Elena and I were taken away from that location. A few days had passed since I had been brought to the Falzoni mansion. The Falzoni seemed to be committed to having me in their custody. They gave me a grand room, nice clothes, and plenty of food. They were taking good care of me. But I miss my kidnapper! I simply couldn't trust the Falzoni family. And besides, who am I to the Falzoni? Why have they taken me into their custody? Why are they doing so much? They've left me alone since my arrival. No matter how much I asked for an explanation, they never responded. Come in. Although my room was locked, I was sure they had a spare key. There would be no point in fighting this. I got up to open the door. Dang, they locked me in here. No, take me back to Yang. At least he's the kind of crazy I'm familiar with. Yes.
俺が気に食わないとしても、お前がここから逃げ出したいと思うなら、なおのこと、食べられる時には無理をしてでも食べておけ。
I remember Yang saying something similar, but I still can't get myself to eat. I don't care where I am, even if I'm kidnapped. If you're giving me food, I'm eating it. I looked up with sadness and he stood there, silently staring at me. I mean, they're probably like, why won't she eat anything? I have Stockholm Syndrome, that's why.
どうだった？あの子、何か食べていたかな？
No. Nicola asked with gentle concern and I shook my head, so we're back at Dante's point of view.
いや、彼女はいつもああなのか。
Yes.
そう。ここへ来てからずっと。
Okay. We couldn't tell why she shut everyone out, and we don't know what to do. Okay.
連れてくるのに友達を利用しちゃったから。
I'm upset because you took me away from my original kidnapper. Hi, new viewers. We're playing Piofiore, Faded Memories. After being with Yang for several months, I am now being held captive by the Falzoni family, who in their minds, they've rescued me. But I have Stockholm Syndrome after staying with Yang as a kidnapped victim for several months. So I'd rather be back there.
だとしても、あんなに塞ぎ
Because
込む
somehow
の
I've
どうして
fallen in
も
love with Yang.
まさか、ヤンに本気で惚れていたと
Dante
でも
figured it
言うの
out.
か。
ありえるかもしれない。
Mm-hmm.
ラオ州で見た限り、ヤンのことを
Yeah.
嫌がってはいないようだったから。
Please take me back.
ヤンは最低の男だと思うけど、彼女みたいな環境で育った女の子なら、ああいう危険な男に惹かれちゃうのは無理ないのかね。
He's basically saying because I'm from the church and I'm sheltered and I'm a nice little good girl. It was only inevitable that I fell in love with Yang. I don't like that, Nicola.
あれだけの銃撃の中、致命傷もなく逃げ延びたあの男は、危険な男どころか、間
Hey,
違いなく
don't
化け
call my
物だ
man
な。
names, Dante. I spoke coldly and looked at Orlok once again.
ラオ州には壊滅的な打撃を与えた。それは間違いない事実だろう。だが、それでも、
No!
ヤンを
I
殺
swear,
さ
if they
なけ
kill
れば
Yang at the end of
ラオ
this, I'm
州
gonna be
を
very
潰した
upset.
ことにはならない。
I mean, that's probably where this is going, but
有益な情報を流してくれたお前には感謝している。引き続き、協力してくれ。
here we go.
はい。
There has to be an
俺
opportunity
は
for
フ
me
ァ
to
ルツォーネ
escape,
に
right?
協力する。
Orlok gave a slight nod. As he turned to leave, his coat billowed behind him.
しかし、ただの情報屋にしては腕が立ちすぎる。
An assassin.
一体何者だ？
So for those of you who are watching who have played this game, who has your favorite character been so far? I have played Nicola's route. I'm on Yang's route now, but I'm also kind of familiar with Dante and Gilbert to a degree, even though I haven't played either one of their routes, and Orlok. So far, if I had to pick, I still like Nicola the best. Gilbert is a close second, though. I'll probably end up liking him even more after playing his route.
ラオ州の件が片付いたら、彼の背後関係を改めて洗うつもりだよ。
Alrighty.
出入りの情報屋の身元は全員調べている。当
That's
然
true.
彼も例
You
外じゃ
should
ない。
investigate people who work for you. You are mafia.
以前調べた時は何も出なかったけど、君が心配なら今すぐ
Orlok's route
洗
is
い
going to
直
be
そう
really
か。
interesting too, since we know like literally nothing about him. He drops in, gives information, and bounces.
いや、優先すべきはあくまでヤンだ。どうせ近いうちに動くだろう。
After some thought, Nicola
彼
muttered,
女を助けに来るかな。
Huh.
それはないだろう。だが、
Nah,
ファルツォーネの
Yang
屋
will
敷には
probably end
用
up
がある
rescuing
は
me
ず
and
だ。
then dying. I'm like, I'm thinking of all possible scenarios because we are on a tragic route. So somebody's gonna either die or go crazy. Because that was Nicola's tragic route. Nicola went crazy.
警備を手薄にしておくように指示を出す。
All right, back to my room. I looked up with sadness and he stood there silently staring at me. His eyes were ice cold and I couldn't sense any kind of emotion. Not tragic enough for Yang. You right. Yang is crazy. So he can't go crazy if he's already crazy. So he's probably going to die, or I'm going to die, and then he goes crazy. I don't know. Someone's dying. I've already figured that out. My prediction is someone is dying. What happened to Yang, and where's Elena?
あの男については話せない。お前の友人についてだけ答えよう。
Fine, I'll take it.
彼女は入院させた。薬を過剰に摂取しているため、
Oh, no.
助かるかどうかはわからない。
On the good route, we managed to save Elena. She may die in this route. I see. I felt my heart go heavy. Oh, Elena. I looked out the window at the night sky. I thought about Yang, Lan, Faye, and Elena. I'm sure Yang will be alright. Lan and Faye too. Despite their appearance, they seem quite capable. Hey, Tameless Sage! Who out here getting litty? Okay, so basically what happened, Tameless Sage. Elena and I were kidnapped. I went to Yang's house. Elena went to Lee's house. Lee pumped Elena with drugs. So we ended up both escaped. We both got out. And now Elena's at the hospital. And they don't think Elena's going to make it. Elena, I wonder how she's doing. Whenever I thought of Elena, I naturally remembered that time in Valeno. There must have been many casualties on the Falzoni side during the shootout. And I know how many men from the Laoshu have lost their lives. Though they were scary and rough with their words, we shared many meals together. So Lee a whole bitch. Got it. Exactly. Lee is a whore and I don't like him. I think in this route he's dead though. Yeah, we killed him a chapter ago. Though they were scary and rough with their words, we shared many meals together. I couldn't say they were good people, but I had mixed feelings about their deaths. Okay. Next story. We're getting a lot of Meanwhile stories. Hey, Ocean Isle, we are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. Oh god, is this the dungeon? This is the dungeon where when Dante and Nicola held that other guy captive. Now we're back in the dungeon. It was shortly before the night veil was lowered. Can't say whore, he's a rake. Exactly. It was shortly before the night veil was lowered. Oh no! Lan and Faye are kidnapped in the dungeon! Dang it! No! I'm highly upset. Oh my god, they got my kids in this dungeon. Oh no, they're gonna torture these kids. Yeah, for now. Right. No, I don't want them to be tortured though. My poor kids. I have a really bad feeling about this, y'all. Yay! They found... Okay. The guard standing at the entrance to the underground chambers crumpled to the floor. Yes! He rescued the kid! Yes! He's like, I didn't really save y'all. I just need y'all to help me kill these people. He cares about them kids. He just lying. Oh. Stab everybody. Let the sword swish. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Stab them all. Start with Nicola. I love Nicola, but not in this route. Start with Nicola. I was about to sigh once more, but suddenly I heard a loud commotion. I wonder what happened. Yay! That's right, they broke out. There was noise coming from the hallway. Were they holding someone in a cell? Could it be? Just when I thought that much. Yes! Oh! I heard a familiar voice outside and ran out onto the balcony. He came to save me! Oh, he's so pretty and evil. Okay, sorry. Yang! Seeing him for the first time in days, I felt my heart swell. Wait, was that noise because... The twins were like, we're gonna kill everybody. They're safe. I'm so glad. Yay! I stared at Yang. I believed in you. That you'd be safe. I should say that you'd come for me. But I believed that you'd be safe. Uh-huh. You're right, but still, I was scared. Yes? You got shot! Yes, that's right. You were all I could think about. Hearing my confession, Yang smiled slightly. Wow, so you just gonna leave me here? I take back what I said. You're not pretty. I don't like you. What? I thought he came to rescue me. My eyes grew wide in surprise. Oh God, he's gonna die. Yang was squinting with a hint of glee. He's not wrong. Now I gotta stay here for 2 extra days. So you really only came to see my face? After going through all of this, sneaking into the Falzoni Manor? But if they find you... He's so pretty. Okay, sorry. See? He's like, I'm so weirded out that he's this nice to me in the tragic ending. Yang? With love's light wings, something, this man is manipulating me. I do not buy this for a second. I was surprised to hear the familiar verse, and Yang spoke with a mean smirk. Besides, I'm too pretty to die. Exactly. See, he's patronizing me. Bitch. I remembered telling him about this when I was reading that book. Of a young girl in love and the young man who came to see her. Okay, they're doing Romeo and Juliet imagery way too heavy. One of us is gonna die. Or both. He remembered what I said to him in passing. And he came all the way here to do this. His kind gesture touched me. I was so happy my eyes welled up with tears. Girl, we're still kidnapped. What are you crying about? Cry about that. That story has a tragic ending. You shouldn't copy it. That was the only thing I could think to say. No, I probably will be. Yang reached out to my cheek. Aww. Yang. We're dying. We're gonna die. His eyes shone like the moon as he looked at me. Aww. I closed my eyes and accepted him. It was just a light kiss, a vow. Yang came all the way here just to show me his face so that I could relax. That alone filled me with happiness, because I'm an idiot! Oh. His gentle warmth suddenly left me, and I surprisingly longed for more. Yang? He looked at me with eyes like the moon and seemed to see through my confusion. When I feel your touch like this, it puts me at ease. I find it strange myself. I thought I didn't like it before. But sleeping on my own here, I feel lonely. I've been thinking about you every night. Stockholm Syndrome! No, this is so problematic. Okay, really? That's because it's like a dream that you think of me that way. His eyes thinned and his lips moved slightly. I felt my heart pounding and I looked him in the eye. Yang, I love... He gave me a sweet kiss as if to seal my mouth shut. I closed my eyes and surrendered to what he would give me. I couldn't wait for the day he returned. He ain't coming back! Please keep him safe and let him rescue me soon. I wished upon the stars, like an idiot, instead of trying to find my own way out of here. Chapter 8. Scarlet Bloom. Here we go! Because Yang came to visit me, I welcomed the morning with a little different outlook. Now that I had hope, my life wasn't as painful as before. I spent every day thinking of Yang. This man is playing you! Hi, new viewers. We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories, a mafia romance game. We currently are being held captive by the Falzoni family and waiting for Yang, our crazy psychopathic boyfriend, to come and rescue us. I don't think he's coming. I think he's lying to us. He's being too nice. It's out of character for him. One afternoon, a few days later, Dante Falzoni visited my room once again. Boyfriend, you're right. Kidnapper's more accurate. I'm eating so I can save my strength for when I bust the hell out of here. Yes. See? I'm so in love with Yang, I don't realize that they want me to go back to the church. They clear like Dante once was best for me. Nicola, evil. Despite his offer, I couldn't let my guard down. To me, the Falzoni was the fearsome mafia. They were people I mustn't trust. Meanwhile, I'm living with a man who drugs women and has a whole sex trade. But that's cool. Seeing my vigilant expression, Dante looked troubled and fell silent. See? At least he's giving us clothes, food, blanket. Kitchen. That's so nice of him! Okay, so, scenario. If you were in this game, kidnapped and placed into this room, what would you tell Dante to have the kitchen make for you? I would like pizza, sir. Give me pizza. Nothing. You've been treating me to luxurious meals that I don't deserve. Or does the Falzoni family always have such a feast? I don't believe you. I should, but I don't. Whatever is least convenient. Let's see. What would be something majorly inconvenient for somebody to make? Lobster. Lobster. Like buttered, deep fried lobster. With a steak. Add a steak onto it. And the steak has to be perfectly pink in the center. I will not accept it. Mashed potatoes that you mashed yourself. Not any of the store-bought crap. Mash the potatoes yourself. And then I want broccoli covered in Parmesan cheese. Roasted at 350 degrees. Why would he ask such a thing? Does he actually care? The food at the Lao Shu's was different from Berloni's dishes, but it was delicious. I find it strange that the boss of the Falzoni would care about such a thing. I mean, y'all did blow up a whole boat that had, like, innocent girls on it. They want to exterminate the Lao Shu because they distributing these drugs. Which is fair. I mean, they're killing people with these drugs. As long as they harm Berloni. It was well known the mafia truly cared about saving face. But to be fair, it wasn't the Lao Shu distributing those drugs. It was Lee. It sounds like if the Lao Shu decide to back off, he's willing to let them slide. I tested him. Maybe Yang has already left town. He's like, that's fine. We'll shoot him if he comes back. You won't go after him? This is Italy, yeah. I want authentic shrimp tempura sushi with wasabi. True! That's super inconvenient to get. And an authentic bowl of ramen noodles. Topped with pork chashu. And like the little Naruto pieces in there. I don't believe him. Having heard what the boss of the Falzoni had to say, I thought about it. A week had passed since Yang came to see me. I spent my days hopeful that the time had finally come when he was ready. Come to think of it, when we first met, Yang was looking up at the stars. As I reminisced about the night we met, I heard a pebble hitting the window. Is it my love? Has he come for me? Surprised, I turned to see a shadowy figure. I rushed to the balcony to welcome him in. The goddaggone Romeo and Juliet imagery. We are dying. Yang, you're safe.
当然だ。いい子で待っていたようだな。
Please take me from here. I don't think he will, though. It's a tragic ending, so either we're gonna die or he's gonna leave me here and be like, ha, you thought I loved you, you stupid hoe. I'm expecting him to leave us here. I know, but I wanted to see you so badly. All I could think of was you.
俺もお前のことは片時も忘れていない。
Yep.
待たせてしまったな。
Here I am
もう
waiting
少しの
again.
辛抱だ。
He's not taking me. Then,
ああ、すべての手はずが整った。
okay.
結婚は2日後の早朝。
Okay, I'm scared now. While it's still bright?
アルツォーネは毎週教会に行く。
Oh, they gonna shoot up the
お前も見
church?
た
Oh,
ことがあるの
God.
ではないか？
Oh, come to think of it, Wednesday morning.
先日、俺の留守中にファルツォーネに入り込まれたからな。一種返しだ。こちらもファルツォーネが留守の間に仕掛ける。
Okay, so he's not gonna shoot up the church. He's gonna infiltrate the mansion. Yang looked like he was having fun, but I could only worry about him. But Yang, I think you also have the option of giving up Berloni.
何を言っている？
We could leave! We could run away together! The Falzoni said as long as the Laoshu is after the town, they'll have to kill everyone. But they won't interfere with what happens outside of town, so if you leave Berloni, no one will be killed. Phelan, and of course you as well. Don't worry about me. I'm just happy you came again. So...
ふざけるなよ。お前は
He was like,
俺の
nah,
女だ。
you think I'm gonna leave you here, girl?
自分のものを奪われたら取り返す。それは当たり前のことだろう。
Yang.
そんな顔をするな。もうしばらくの辛抱だ
It's
と
2
言
more
った。
days. We can survive for 2 more days.
お前はいい女だからな。あまり奴らの手元に置いておきたくない。
Alright.
いつファルツォーネやフランチェスカがお前を手ごみにするとも限
He
る。
really thinks they would? Nicola might. Seeing that, I still felt anxious. Yang's eyes narrowed longingly. Yang's fingertips softly touched my cheek, and he gently stroked it with affection.
少し痩せたか。
Okay, why are you pointing that out? That's not important. Well, I'm not that hungry. But I'm trying my best to eat because you told me to before.
そうか。ファルツォーネには
Girl!
何かされていないか。
Nothing. Rather, they're treating me like glass. These people, they don't understand why I'm worried about your safety. Maybe the Falzonis don't have the heart to understand what it means to cherish someone. Or maybe they don't understand that you love your kidnapper.
そうか。だが、思えば俺にも人間らしい心などはなかった。
He did not.
このぬくもりを教えてくれたのはお前だ。
He's so full of crap. I do not believe him. Yang slowly approached my face and I silently closed my eyes. Our lips touched, conveying his heat. I wished with all my heart to be intoxicated by this bliss forever.
名残惜しいが、もう戻らねばな。
Alright, just leave me here again. Right, before you get caught, please stay safe. Looking up at him, all I could think was, I wanted to be with him forever. And we will be when we die together. Because this is where this is going.
言われるまでもない。
Yang gave a confident smile and looked at me with eyes full of passion.
お前がいない夜は長い。もう少しの辛抱だ。俺も、お前も。
He is like okie doking this girl. I'm calling it now. Alright, am I supposed to watch this? Yep. He does not care about me. I'm telling y'all right now. Yang's point of view. I left Fauci and entered Kreta. I walked down the bustling streets, eating the meat I bought from a food stall.
ねえお兄さん遊んでいかない？
Oh,
悪くはないな。
Oh, okay, so he just out here sleeping with girls while I'm locked up.
本当？じゃあこっちに。
だが今夜は気分ではない。
okay.
そのうち顔を
He's
出
not
そう。
sleeping with girls. Nice.
え？
Bye! I left the foolish woman and continued. The street lamps in Crater were so bright that the stars looked rather dim.
もう少しは遊べそうだからな。今は流れに身を任せればいい。
Okay. Until I got bored, this would be my stage. What is that? Oh, God. Yang turned his back and jumped off the balcony without a sound, melting into the darkness. I stood on the balcony and watched him until I could see him no more. 2 days later, Wednesday morning arrived, and Dante Falzoni seemed to head out to the church as usual. Here we go! If there are no changes to the plan, Yang should be attacking soon. I was nervous in my room when suddenly there was a commotion at the entrance. It started! But all I could do was just pray for Yang's safety and wait in the room. He's gonna be dead. It felt like an eternity. Yang!
待たせたな。
Okay. I ran to Yang, reaching out to hug him tightly. I'm so glad you're safe. I couldn't help but tear up, and Yang gave me a gentle smile. He grabbed his chin, giving me a rough, hungry kiss.
行くぞ。
Let's go! Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. He held my hand tightly and pulled us as we ran out of the room.
やん、こっちはもう大丈夫だ
Good
よ。
job, twins.
こ
Let's
の
go.
前のお返し、存分にしてやるよ。
Go stab. Stab with the fury of 1,000 suns. Faye, Lon, I'm so glad to see you two safe.
それはこっちのセリフだよ。お互い悪運が強いってことだ
Okay,
ね。
here's where it goes bad. Seeing the twins' confident smiles after so long washed away all my anxiety. They seem fun. They're absolutely adorable. But they've clearly been corrupted by the mafia. And right now, I am like so worried about their well-being. I feel like somebody's about to start shooting bullets.
おしゃべりは後だ。行くぞ。
Let's go. Please, let's get the hell out of here. Ah, why? Ow! As we ran out of the mansion, there stood the Falzoni men blocking our way. Among them was Dante Falzoni, who was supposed to be at the church. He knew about the plan.
あらら、完全に包囲されてるね。
Here we go.
これじゃ逃げられないよ。
Here we go.
オルロックもいるね。厄介だよ。
うまく引っかかってくれたようだな。
Oh, I thought you went to the church.
ネズミの考えそうなことくらいは大体わかる。俺たちは
They about
ラ
to
オ州
shoot
の
us
残
all
党を
right
泳
now.
がせ
Just
てい
blah,
た。
blah, 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 and we all go die. Okay.
ヤン、お前は力だけではない。
I can't. Look.
頭も十分に切れる男だ。本気で隠れられたら探し出すのには骨が折れる。だからそちらから来てもらうことにした。
Please don't shoot him.
残党もまとめて処分できるしな。
Please don't shoot that. Please don't shoot us.
今日という日を待っていたのはお前たちも同じだったという。
君はこの屋敷に入り込むたび、
In the
わ
face.
ざわざ
No,
彼女に会っていったね。
Ah, Nicola. You
も
knew?
ちろん。まさかあのヤンがこんな迂闊な行動を取るなんて何の
So
罠だ
it's
ろ
the
うって
tragedy that he
最
fell
初
in
は
love with
驚
me
い
and
たけど
started
ね。
acting stupid? Is that what the tragedy is here?
お前がここまで女に溺れるとはな。
Yep, that's the tragedy. The tragedy is that he was in love with me, and because of that, he started slipping. God dang it. He muttered with contempt, looking at Yang with a cold expression. Yang smirked as if something was funny and spoke in a taunting, easygoing tone.
それだけの価値がある女ということだ。お前も寝てみれば分かった。
Hey, you don't have to bring the fact that we slept together into this, sir.
あまり俺を侮辱するな。
Right? He was like, so yeah, you would have understood. I hadn't heard his voice too often, but I knew he was extremely angry. His furrowed brows revealed the hatred he felt.
狙いはやんだ。撃て。
Yep, here we go. On the boss's orders, the surrounding Falzoni members all began to shoot. Yang put his arm around my waist, picking me up and kicking at the ground in a great leap. Get him! Get as many of them as you can! He swiftly dodged the bullets, approaching in a corner and kicking the Falzone soldiers on the other side. They better not die, I swear. Don't die! The two voiced their usual taunts, but I heard a hint of frustration in their voices. However, they gripped their weapons and headed straight for the enemy. Okay. Please don't die. Did I miss something? Is this dude a superhero? No. He's not a superhero. He can jump really far. Yang, exactly. He's not a superhero, he's just Yang. Faye took Lan's hand and swung her around. Using the momentum, he sped up and threw her right at them. Get him, Lan! Lan flew fearlessly into the enemy and plowed through them with her green dragon crescent blade. Like a boss! Bah! Faye ran after her, taking out the men who were trying to attack Lan. No! Orlok about to kill her. Get him! Get him! Go, get him! Lan and Faye both gave an evil grin and leapt at the same time. Dante, don't you dare! He aimed at Yang with a cold, sharp gaze. Tell him! Get him! Okay. As a gunshot rang out, Yang threw me aside. Yang ran straight at them, drawing his Schwang-Go and taking a huge slash. Falzone took a big jump back to dodge it. Yang wasn't going to let his prey get away. He got even closer to attack, but... Okay, the surrounding men shot at him and the bullets whizzed by Yang's eyes, while Yang was interrupted by the gunfire. Exhaling sharply, he swiftly reloaded his gun and pointed it at Yang once more. It seemed he had been hit. His foot started to turn red. Okay. But his moves hadn't slowed. Whew, okay. Right? Oceanal, I'm so scared. He seemed to be enjoying this dangerous situation. Yang smiled. Nah, he a superhero. He's just Yang. As he dodged the bullets flying all over him, the minute an opponent stopped to aim, he jumped into their range. Get him! His hook skimmed his opponent's arms, but a bullet shot by one of them grazed Yang's shoulder. Just then, Lan screamed and I turned around with a start. They got Faye! Oh my god! No! No! Lan was covered in deep wounds and drenched in blood. No! Did they get her? She was groaning in pain and breathing heavily. She looked like she was about to fall over. They about to kill my kid! Still, she gripped her sword tightly as she stared at her enemies. Blood dripped down her legs onto the ground. Oh my, no, 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 no. No! Faye ran toward Lan and a bullet hit him. Smoke rose out of Nicola Francesca's gun. They about to kill my kids! No! No! The twins were separated by him and Orlok. Faye aggressively attacked. No! He saw it coming and dodged with ease. And as Faye charged past him, he punched Faye in the stomach. Faye's small body folded over in pain as he fell. I can't deal either, Ocean Isle. Oh my god. Nicola! He spoke coolly, then relentlessly kicked Faye's thighs. Oh god! It was then that Yang unlocked the power of his Saiyan blood. He better do it quick, cause Faye about to die, so is Lon. Faye turned to see a gun pointed at him. He desperately tried to dodge it. Okay, although he avoided getting critically hit, it pierced him through his left shoulder. Orlock, go away! Hi, new viewers. We are playing Piofiore, Faded Memories, a Mafia Otome game. Right now, the Falzoni and the Laoshu families are going at it. I am Team Laoshu in this route, and my Laoshu kids are getting destroyed right now. My poor Lon! Lon had sustained countless wounds and her entire body was bright red. Even then, Lon held her weapon tight and kicked the ground, squeezing out all the power left in her. Orlock easily dodged Lon's attack and swiftly thrusted his dagger. My girl is dead! Oh my god, no. The tip of his dagger mercilessly pierced through Lon's hand, giving her a new wound. Oh, no! Get him! Still, Lon didn't back down and closed the distance between her and Orlock, swinging her sword with all her might. This time, Orlock decided not to dodge her and instead grabbed her wrist. Hearing Lon scream, I wanted to cover my ears. Orlock twisted her arm up and with a loud sound, Lon's sword fell to the floor. I can't take this game either. Faye! Lon's scream reached Faye's ears. Faye mustered the power to stand up, ignoring Nicola Francesca in front of him and ran toward Lon. I was surprised that Nicola Francesca did nothing and allowed him to run to her. He approached Orlock from behind and swung his lancet. Orlock sensed the attack and easily let go of Lon. Orlock swiftly turned around and in one fluid movement held out his dagger. Okay, that sounded fatal. The tip of the dagger pierced deep into Faye's chest! No! Not my kids! Orlock pulled out the dagger and blood spurted from Faye's chest. Tameless Sage, now is not the time for puns. Now is not the time. Okay. Lon stood there in shock, watching Faye powerlessly crumple to the ground. In that moment, a bullet shot through Lon's heart! No! Oh my god! Oh my god! They killed my kids! Oh my god! Oh my god, no. No. Where's my sad emoji? I don't have one yet. I gotta use the standard one. This is some bullshit. No lie, that was a good one. No, we're not having puns in this moment. People are dying. They just killed my kids. Right, this is, oh my god. Lon's body crumpled on top of Faye's body. Faye! Lon! I screamed out their names and ran to them without thinking. Alright, we all about to die. Oh! Lon was still breathing and desperately reaching her hand toward Faye's. However, she had no more strength in her body and her fingertips could only slightly touch Faye's body. Chotto Matanini, thank you so much for the follow. We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories, a Mafia Otome game. They just murdered my kids. I'm so unhappy with this. Okay, here we go. Lon. I took Lon's small trembling hand and she gripped it weakly. It seemed like she couldn't see me anymore, and her gaze didn't match mine. Girl, Yang's route is brutal. It's just, oh. I thought that the slavery, the sex slavery, and the drugs, and falling down the stairs, I thought those were all bad. This is, like, brutal. She stopped there. Her eyes were in a daze but showed nothing. Yeah, this is awful, Ocean Isle. I mean, I knew it was the tragic ending, but Jesus! I didn't think okay, we're all about to die. Both Lon and Faye's bodies were losing warmth. I couldn't do anything. I felt so powerless and angry that all I could do was watch. I felt my eyes burning. Faye and Lon were no longer able to interfere in the battle. It became a one-sided slaughter. The Laoshu men fell with each bullet. Among them, Yang and Dante Falzoni continued regardless of the surroundings. Orlok and Nicola Francesca joined them, and Yang was at a complete disadvantage. Kill them all! Yang jumped back to dodge an attack, but Orlok pulled out his dagger behind him. Oh my god, if y'all don't shoot... Yang slashed with his shangol, but Nicola Francesca shot a bullet at his side. No. Suddenly, Yang thought of something and stopped moving. Orlok didn't miss the opportunity and ran toward Yang. What is he doing? Yang parried Orlok's dagger at the last minute, then ran. Whew, okay. Then, Yang! Yang came forward toward me and stopped. Ah! Okay, so we're both about to die. Nicola Francesca muttered. Seeing Yang up close, I could see that he had several deep wounds, gunshot wounds. Unable to look at the painful injuries, I couldn't help but lower my eyes. At this rate, he'll... No! Dante, put the gun down! Dante Falzoni still had his gun in hand, and he took careful steps towards us, closing the distance. It was a desperate situation. No words could describe it better. Is there anything I can do? Just as I thought that, Yang swiftly embraced me. Huh? Yang? He whispered in my ears. No! Don't ask me no favors! Huh? My eyes grew wide hearing his words. Does he really think he has a chance to win despite the circumstances? Knowing Yang, he may be able to think of something in this situation. I was about to ask what I could do. Ah! Here it comes! Here what comes! Before I knew it, my body was thrown right at Dante Falzoni? Astonished, my eyes grew wide and he reached out to catch me. This bitch! Oh my god! Oh, what? This bitch! Oh my god! I knew it! All those times where he was like, I love her, I want to be with you, just wait for me a little longer, blah, blah, blah. I knew he was pulling an okie doke on us. I did not know he was about to stab us like this. This bitch! I hate him too. A blade sunk straight into Dante Falzoni's chest.
Dante!
Right, you bastard! His voice was hoarse, but he glared with anger at Yang behind me. Incredible. Yang, you defeated him. I'm sure Lon and Faye would be so happy. I wondered why the words didn't come out when I said them. Oh, I looked down and saw that the blade was piercing right through my chest. Yang had stabbed both me and Dante. Yang, why? I'm gonna act the hell out of this scene, just so y'all know. I was able to squeeze that much out, but his words were cold. Oh. What? This bitch. Okay, back to acting. That's all I heard. I heard many voices and felt an intense storm, or maybe it was the sound of a wave. I couldn't even move my fingertips. When I fell down to the cold, hard floor, my eyes showed nothing more. I wondered what was on his mind. I thought that I had a little bit of his heart, but I was wrong. The only thing I knew was, after all this, I was only good enough to kill time. By the time I understood that much, I could hear no more. What happened to Yang? Was he able to escape or was he killed? I knew that I would never get an answer to that. But I still love. That was the last thing I could think. That was some shit. Wow. He was probably thinking about dinner. Wow. 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 Yep, go ahead, cue the sad music. I can't believe this. That was just so much bullcrap. I just can't. I can't fade it. We probably won't even get a post-credit scene. Unless it'll be him going, "You should have known I was a bitch." But, you know. I can't believe this. When I played it, I was like, oh my, I like this ending more. He's so sweet. Right? I kept saying the whole time, playing the bad ending, I was like, he is being really nice to me. He's being very, very nice to me. Why is he being nicer to me than he is on this route than the other route? And now I know why. Because he needed me in a position where he could throw my body at Dante's. Yeah, we were both out here clowning Choto Matinini. We were just... Yeah, no, the angry emoji also is very, like, fit for this situation. I cannot believe this shit. I don't even want to see the post scene. Is there a post scene? I'm dead. Why is this game filled with It's just terrible. Oh, okay, yep. We're getting a scene from Yang's point of view. Falzoni died in the midst of the chaos, and I was able to escape the battlefield on my own. Dude, screw you! I hope Nicola finds him and shoots him. How should I spend time until this dies down? I walked along the forest trail and thought about the options for my future. He's just about to go to China and escape. Nicola, please shoot him before he leaves. I don't care. It's too late now. I'm dead. Now he's calling me naive. I died for you. I knew he was playing with us. He is an asshole. Surprisingly, it did kill time. I hate him. I stopped noticing what I was muttering about. I hope I haunt you forever. Why won't that woman leave my head? I hope I haunt you forever, ever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Killed a lot more than Tom. Yes, he did. Come to think of it, I've thought about that woman over and over since I escaped Berloni. Her face flickered in my mind. I hope I haunt you for centuries. And even when you go to hell, I hope I haunt you there. It's too late now. With a sense of dissatisfaction, I exhaled slightly and narrowed my eyes. He sucks. Boo. Boo. I can't stand him. All right. So that was the tragic ending. So we've seen all the bad endings. We've seen the tragic ending. We've seen the best ending. And now we just have the good ending left. However, before we get into the good ending, I would like to take a quick break, just like a 2-minute break to stretch my legs, get some water. And I'll be right back. During this time, I'm going to play a couple of ads. If you have your ad blocker on, no worries. I know how people feel about ads. So I'm just going to play them during the break. So you won't miss a thing. And I will be right back. I think only the mods can use that, silly old fox. Yep, okay. So I will be right back. Hello, we are back with more Piofiore Faded Memories. Hi again, everyone. So this time we have to see the good ending. So we need to pick chapter 7 and we need to go into it with low affinity and I believe low wisdom. Yep. Begin the story. Chapter 7. Yep, go ahead. Chapter 7. Hesitance. Here we go. So now we can reset ourselves from the trauma that we just... Was that high wisdom before? No. Before, that was also low wisdom and low affinity. But we started from chapter 6, which is what pushed us into the bad ending. In this situation, we're already in a good ending. We're just stupid again. Was that high wisdom before? Okay, here we go. Thank you for coming to save me. So, why are you still carrying me like this? Okay, so, since we had to go back, here's the thing that happened. Lee is dead, and Yang killed Lee and all his people. Because he held me captive. So now this is us leaving from there. Yang looked down at me and grinned. Run, it's a trap! Nah, this time is actually going to be a happy ending. He's not going to murder us this time. It's the good ending. What? That's not the issue here. I felt my face burning and Yang glanced over. He immediately looked disinterested and silently began to walk again. Eventually, we approached the Laoshu's base and Yang stopped. Yang, what's the matter? Is something... Just as I was about to ask, countless men appeared from the shadows. It's this bitch Dante again. They blocked our way, suddenly raising their guns at us. Oh! From behind the men came the boss of the Falzoni family, Dante Falzoni, and his underboss, Nicola Francesca. Yup. Okay. Right, at least have a drink with us before you kill us, unlike last time. Go ahead, kill him. Okay. Okay, so in this one, Lee's plan was to kidnap me so that the Falzoni family could shoot Yang. Yeah, it was strategized by a stupid underling. Kill him. Without reacting to Yang's pleased smile, Dante continued calmly and indifferently. I don't want to go with you. Tell him. Here he goes. He's about to take out the gun. Dante's brow clearly furrowed, and this time he turned to me. Gun in 3, 2. Uh-huh. I wasn't expecting that and blinked. What will happen to Yang? If I go to you, what will become of Yang? The Falzoni family is after him, right? Yes, let him go. He's not gonna let him go. Let him go. Right? Yang, you think they'd really let me go, sis? Okay. Alright. Go ahead and pull out the gun. I was silent, looking at them with bold eyes. He was like, well, since you don't want to come with me, go ahead, shoot him! Upon hearing Dante's orders, the men started to shoot at Yang. Take a shot every time someone shoots at Yang. Yang seemed to have read their movements, leaping before the gunshots resounded and jumping into a narrow back alley. Yang, let me down! At this rate, Yang, I'll be burdening him. So he's running with me, and this man is like super strong. That's all I have to say about this. He held me even more strongly and continued to run. Ugh! I fell silent and clung to Yang tightly. Hearing numerous footsteps behind us, followed by gunfire, I held on to him in fear. They're alive! Oh my gosh, my kids. Okay. Faye, Lon, and the others. From the other side of the alley, the Laoshu men who had attacked Lee's base reunited with us. Go kill them, both of you. Go stab. Yes! Get him! Kill Nicola first. On Yang's command, Faye and Lon dove into our throng of pursuers. The twins charged fearlessly into the enemies as they swung their weapons. Yep, you keep talking all that strategy nonsense. Go ahead, shoot him! Both families went into a frenzied battle when Yang suddenly whispered into my ear. Yes? Yes. I had no idea what he meant by that, but when he asked me once more, I thought for a moment, then answered. Yes, I will. Yang's lips curled into a smile, then turned around, still holding me. Faye and Lon were able to make some space for us, and we cut through. Suddenly, we approached the Falzone boss. Look, you have an awesome scarf and fedora, but I'm gonna need you to stop! He didn't seem to expect this to happen, and his eyes grew wide. But his immediate surprise lasted only a second, and he immediately aimed at Yang and fired. Dang it! Dang it! With the impact, I heard the sound of Yang's breath in my ear. His grip on me tightened for an instant, then suddenly became weaker. Take a shot every time you see Yang covered in blood on the screen. Some of the bullets grazed him, and Yang's arms and legs were bleeding. Yang, you're bleeding! Yang gave a dull laugh as if the pain was nothing for him. Oh, he grimaced and swiftly reloaded his gun. Ah! Yang threw me down onto the ground between them and took out his weapon in the same motion. Get him! I winced in pain as I hit the ground, then looked up hurriedly. Oh! Bright red blood spewed before my eyes. The blade was pierced deeply in the Falzone boss's chest. Bye, Dante! Bye! That's exactly what happens when you don't want to harm the woman. No, baby Dante. I love Dante, but in this route, Dante gotta go. He is standing in the way of me and my psychotic boyfriend. Bye. His blue eyes burnt with rage as he fell to the floor, still glaring at Yang. Dante! Bye! Hearing the scream, I cast my eyes down involuntarily. Start with Nicola. I love Nicola too. I actually like Nicola more than Yang, but I'm trying to be in the character that I'm supposed to be in this route. It wasn't just Faye and Lon. The other members also responded to Yang with spirited voices. I was still on the floor when Yang picked me back up and continued to walk leisurely. We reached the base sooner than the others. We need to treat you. You're bleeding badly. We should call a doctor. Okay, sir. Have you ever heard of infection? But doesn't it hurt? Okay, Sandless Sage, your theory that this man is a superhero, it could, you know, have some credence to the theory. He doesn't feel physical pain. I believed him somewhat, having seen how recklessly he fights. But still, I was worried. Being dulled to pain means he may sustain a critical injury and not notice it. Then wouldn't that mean you could die before realizing you're in danger? So he's flawed. I know it's pointless to say this to you, but please don't be reckless when you fight. Yang didn't say anything. I silently tried to stop the bleeding and disinfect the wound. As I finished treating him, there was a commotion outside. Ah! Yang muttered, getting up, and tried to leave the room. Yang, where are you? I mean, this dude is out here powering through fatal injuries like Captain A. Mandarin. I don't know who that is, but... Oh, you meant Captain America. Sir. 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 I'm gonna ignore that. Okay. I was left alone in the room and looked out the window. Thinking back on the intense battle, my heart was pounding as a restlessness consumed me. I was in shock, having witnessed a person's life being taken right before my eyes. But I was also relieved that Yang and the twins had made it through safely. Right? That's what's important! Okay. Everybody lived. That's the most important thing. Even after the sun went down and night fell, Yang didn't return to the room. When Lee attacked, Yang came to save me. He didn't cut me off or say he was no longer interested. Considering the kind of person Yang was, my heart was filled with happiness. When I thought back on when he saved me, my heart beat even faster. I remember what Yang told me before. She taking these crumbs of affection. That's what she's taking, crumbs.
これまでなぜ見逃してやっていたと思う。いつでも力ずくでものにできたお前を。
If Yang says the same thing to me tonight, I had been longing for his return, but I couldn't help but tense up. Oh, Yang, welcome back.
寝る。
Despite my tension, Yang said very little and lay down on the bed. Why do I have mixed feelings? I silently stared at Yang, and shortly afterward I could hear him fall asleep. So much happened today. I understand he's exhausted. I quietly started to get ready for bed, careful not to wake Yang. Oh, okay. I sensed morning and slowly opened my eyes.
起きたか。
Oh, okay. Were you watching me sleep?
リーのところから女を一人さらってきた。
Elena! What? It can't be.
お前がずっと気にしていた。
Elena!
例の女だ。先に言っておくが、状態はかなり悪い。
We got her back! Hi, new viewers. We are playing Piofiore, Faded Memories. It is a mafia romance game. Right now, Yang just told me that he rescued my friend Elena from Lee. Elena was on drugs, so she's in terrible condition.
それでも
Yes, I still want to see her. Yes, of course. Poor Elena. Elena was in the room Yang guided me to. She looked pale and she was shivering, groaning in pain. Her hands and feet were tied tightly to the bedposts. Okay.
薬が切れているからな。暴れて手がつけられる。
Oh, man. This does not bode well.
放っておけば自死の恐れもある。
Okay.
だから何を思ったとしても拘束
Don't
は
take
外
off the
すな。
restraints. Got it. I understand. I nodded awkwardly and headed to Elena's side. And I gripped Elena's hand wrapped in cloth. She gripped my hand back tightly. Elena, it's me. Bella's here. You are safe. That's where you are. You're all right now. The person who abducted you is gone. Yes. Yes, when you're better, let's go back to the church. I stroked her hair. From then on, my days treating Elena began. Morning, Elena. I bought you some food. Aww. A few days had passed since Elena was taken in and she was still tied to the bed. She still had hallucinations and she often cried and screamed and tried to harm herself. This game is a PSA on not doing drugs. I'll eat with you. It's a nice day out today. Elena was in and out of consciousness. There were days where we could have a conversation and other days where I'd scare her like this. When you're better, do you want to try going outside? Getting some fresh air may make you feel better. Aww. Yes, that's right. We can go for a walk. Calm down. No. We're getting you off drugs and that's final. You have no say. It'll be all right, Elena. I'll be here with you. I tried to talk to her as peacefully as I could, and I spent breakfast with her. I hope she doesn't die in this ending. It's supposed to be a good ending, so I don't think that she's gonna die. It was supper time. Since Elena was sleeping, I rushed over to the cafeteria to finish my meal quickly. Even as I ate, I couldn't help but think about Elena. I wonder if she's still sleeping. If she's alone when she wakes up, she'll be anxious. I need to hurry back.
Oi.
Hi! I was rushing to eat and Yang called out to me.
近頃 女の世話ばかりにかまけて
Yes,
こもりがち
she's
のよう
sick.
だな。外の空気が吸いたいと思うのなら、連れて行ってやってもいいが。
Now, a walk in the dark?
ああ。
My eyes grew wide.
ここに来てから夜にベレーノを出歩いたことはないだろ。
Sir, my friend is on drugs. I don't have time for a date.
治安は悪いが、俺がいれば問題ない。
I wonder if he's concerned about me since I've been with Elena all this time. Thank you, Yang. That would make me very happy.
では。
But I can't be away from Elena right now. I swallowed the last bite of my meal and stood up. Thank you for the meal. Well, I'm going to prepare Elena's supper, okay? She was like, look, I don't have time for dates. Okay, so we are supposed to skip. Yeah, we're supposed to skip both of these events. Okay. Chapter 8. Daylight. So this chapter is probably going to be very similar to Chapter 8, Dawn. But there's going to be a couple of things that are going to be different. Yeah, this one has different things to view. Okay. Elena's recovery was better than we expected. Yang told me to watch her for 2 weeks, but her withdrawal subsided after a few days. After a week, she began to show me the same smile she used to give. It seemed that drugs that were given to her were the only ones in circulation before. Oh! Great! So she wasn't on red peony. Nice! Okay. So the red peony is the drug that, like, really kills people in town. So it's good that she was not on that. It was bad she was on drugs, but the red peony is the one that, like, deteriorates your mental state and eventually you just die. This game is so dark. I'm still enjoying it, but it is very dark at points. Hi, new viewers. We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. It is a mafia romance game. Right now, we are helping our friend recover from the drugs that she was on. Looks like she's feeling better. She was very lucky that the red peony hadn't been used on her while at Lee's side. If we saved her too late, it could have been too late for her. She's happy now. Look at her. What's the matter, Elena?
なんだかおかしくて、中華粥にもすっかり慣れたなーって。
She must have eaten similar food at Lee's place.
私はリゾットが好きだったんだけど、最近はこっちの方が好きかも。
She's so, like, her eyes are so full now. I said this last route too, when she got better, but just seeing the deadness in her eyes was just so awful. It's delicious and easy to eat.
あんまり食欲がない時でもこれなら食べられるもの。
I want to try traditional porridge.
ねえ。
What is it, Elena?
あの人はもういないのよね。
Which one, Lee? Yes, so everything's fine now.
あの人死んだの？
Yes, he got his head caved in. It was really bad.
じゃあ本当にもういないのね。
Now, is she gonna be sad that he's gone? Elena's eyes lowered and she sighed.
誰があの人を殺したの？ファルツォーネ。
Why do you
それと
care?
もビスコンティ？
I would rather not talk about Lee when Elena is in this kind of state. But I wanted Elena to know the whole story if it would help her relax, so I decided to be honest. Lee was connected to both those families, but Yang was the one who stopped him.
そういえばあの人たまに言っていたわ。
I mean, I don't think talking about her kidnapper is good for her recovery.
ヤンを狩猟の座から引きずり下ろして自分がラオ州を支配するんだって。きっと仲間に殺されても仕方のないようなことば
Yeah,
か
he
りして
deserved
い
it
た
though,
のね。
so I don't feel bad. Elena's shoulder slumped with a sigh. Her body may be feeling better, but seeing her expression, I remember how she was treated when she was at Lee's. More than her body, I was worried about the emotional scars she would have to bear. He was awful to her. But really, you're okay now. I wanted Elena to feel as safe as she could, so I continued. Yang has no plans to hurt you, Elena. Elena peered into my eyes and asked me as if she was looking for an answer.
あなたはヤンの女になったんだって。
Yes,
リーが言
I'm
っていたわ。
officially Yang's woman.
それ本当？
Well, that was the story we told the others here. Did I need to hide it from Elena as well? She asked so suddenly I didn't know what to say. If she had asked me a little while ago, I may have said no. But the reason I hesitated now was because I'd realized my feelings towards Yang. Elena saw me go silent and looked at me.
それとね、もう一つ気にかかっていることがあ
What
るの。
other thing? Now I'm like, okay. What is it?
廊下でここの人たちが話しているのが聞こえたの。
Okay.
ラオ州はビスコンティとのことを
Ah,
早
okay.
々に蹴りを
Yes,
つけ
we're
る
gonna
つも
shoot
りだ。
Gilbert. He's dying.
もし本格的な抗争が始まったら、ここも危ないのかしら。
Oh, goodness. Elena's question and the anxiety she felt were legitimate. If conflict erupted, there was a chance this place would turn into a battlefield. I don't want her to go experience danger. I don't want her to go through any more. If that's true, I'm gonna ask Yang if he could at least return you to the church. Okay, so in this route, it's my idea that she goes
あ
home.
なたたち、仲がいいのね。
I told you, I'm Yang's woman. I can get whatever I want. I don't know if he'll listen, but I'll try my best to convince him, okay? I promised Elena. All right.
お前が望むなら
See?
そうすればいい。
This route is so much better. I like it better when he's frosty and not saying all of those fake things he was saying in the tragic ending. What? Yang's response was so easy, I didn't know what to say. After talking to Elena, I immediately went to Yang to ask. I wanted to update him on Elena's condition and asked to send her back to the church as soon as possible. I never expected him to agree so quickly, and my eyes grew wide.
部下に車を出させる。お前も同乗するか？
Oh, are we gonna, like, drive this time? I can?
好きにしろ。今は
Ah,
ハル
last
ソー
time
ネ
we
もディスコン
walked
ティ
there.
も動きが鈍い。
Okay.
アルカに行くくらいなら問題ないだろう。教会の連中
It would be nice to
顔
go
を見
back
せ
to
て
the
きたらどう
church.
だ？
After all of this drama that's happened, seeing my lovely church folk. I never expected Yang to say such a thing. He's kind, but he's too kind. Right? Suspicious. Was Yang this kind of person? As much as I doubted him, Yang's suggestion honestly made me really happy. Maybe, if I ask him now, if I told him I wanted to go back to the church, he may let me. Such a thought crossed my mind, but I didn't have the courage to ask. What if Yang said, do as you please? I'd have to separate from Yang. Before I knew it, I found myself longing to spend my days with him. Aww. Kinda. Belle stepped out for a moment. Whenever I didn't need to converse with anyone, I couldn't help but think back. Oh gosh, we're getting more from Elena's point of view. I kind of wanted to see this. To that day, when that man took me. The day of the provisioning in Strano.
お待たせ。あなたの分も買ったから後で一緒に。
It's nice to finally see something in her point of view. Even if it is like, she should have been waiting for me outside, but she was gone. Even if it is tragic. I looked around to see where she went. Just then I saw someone being taken into the alley. Her golden hair shone in the setting sun.
あなたたち、何してるの？
Oh, this was her trying to stop them from kidnapping me.
見られちまったか。めんどくせえ。
Aww.
しかし、よく見りゃ、あっちもなかなかの冗
So
談だ。
because she saw them kidnapping me, she got taken. Oh
Korea.
my god.
やめ。
The men's hands reached out for me. I tried to resist, but they punched me too, and Belle and I were taken. Oh, they kept her in this dirty room? I was taken to an abandoned building and I felt a needle piercing my skin. My vision went blurry and my body was hot, yet my mood felt much lighter. No matter what was done to me, it didn't seem to pertain to me.
あの子は私とは違うところに連れて行
Aw,
か
and
れ
this is how they got her
た
hooked on
み
the
たいだっ
drugs.
た。
At first, I was so worried. Was she safe? Was she enduring anything horrible? But as time went on, I couldn't think about anything.
この辺の女、次の船で本国に送っちま
Oh,
うんだ
they were
ろ
gonna take her out of the country. Oh my god.
もっと楽しみたいってか？
いや、それもあるけどよ。売られ
Oh
た先
my
にもよるが、
god.
どうせすぐ死んじまうんだろ。
We got her just in time. I heard the men talking. I no longer had the energy to understand what was being said.
おい、
Oh, this is okay. So they were gonna take her out of the country, and then Lee decided he wanted
そ
her.
この女は数に入れるな。
Yep.
俺によこせ。
え？ しかし、もう本国に女の数報告
He's
しちゃ
gonna
って
be
るん
like,
です
so
が。
just kidnap another one.
はあ、俺の命令が聞けない
He's
の
gonna be
か
like, I don't care about you reporting the number of women.
いや、もちろんいいですよ。リーが言うなら。
本当にそれでいいんですか？
Oh my
もう使っちゃいました
god.
よ、俺たち。
They're so disgusting.
見ればわかる。
He grabbed my arm, which was dirty.
顔が気に入った。連れて帰る。音楽は
Oh,
適当にご
this
まか
game
せ。
is so dark.
はい。
Goodness gracious, poor Elena. I was thrown into a pretty little room. The man called Lee spoke to me in a tone that was reminding me.
いいか、あんたは俺のおもちゃだ。
He was
飽きるまでは
terrible.
ここで飼って。
Hi, new viewers. We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. Elena is recalling when she was kidnapped by this bastard.
おとなしくしていれば餌もやるし、身綺麗にもさせてやる。
Why would that make her happy?
聞いているのか？
This.
あ
By that time, I had already lost the capacity to think about anything. So I barely understood what he was saying to me. Reflecting back on that time without the drugs in my system, I saw it clearly.
あの人は私を助けてくれた。
He did not save you! Why is she so... Okay, she's clear. She definitely has Stockholm Syndrome. If he hadn't given me a hand that day, I would have ended up with a worse fate.
リーは機嫌を損ねなければ殴らないし、言う通りにすれば食事
Wow,
をく
the
れた。
bar is down here to the floor.
薬が切れて苦しんでいたら薬もくれた。私が欲しがったら
She's
叶え
like,
て
oh
く
my
れたわ。
god. He totally was nice. Not having a supply hurt so much it drove me mad. As time went by, I remembered what he gave me. Oh no, is she gonna want more drugs?
ああ、神よ。
Oh no.
本当によかった。
How is this the good ending? When we returned to the church, Sister Sophia cried as she welcomed both of us. None of us were able to get in contact, so she must have been worried all this time. Sister Sophia looked even thinner than usual. When we arrived at the church, Elena said she was tired, so we walked her to her room. I decided to have a talk with Sister Sophia. Yeah, this is a much, more condensed version of Chapter 8 Dawn. The things that happened to me and what happened to Elena. I'm so sorry for not being able to contact you for so long.
構いません。あなたたち
I would like to
二人
point
が
out that she probably knew where I
無事に戻った
was
の
and
ですから。
didn't say shit.
それだけで感謝しなければ。
Whatever, Sister Sophia. But I have to go back now.
そんな。
Because I'm in love with my kidnapper. Her face clouded and she clasped over her hands together in prayer. I put my hands over hers. Please don't worry about me, Sister Sophia. Yang is protecting me at the moment.
とても信じられません。
She's
あ
like,
の
really?
ラオ州のヤンが。
Yeah, he's protecting me. Yes, I completely understand what you're thinking. Among the Berloni mafia families, the Lao Shu were the most notorious. Before I was involved with them, I didn't agree with the things they did either. It was only natural for Sister Sophia to be distrustful of them.
ファルツォーネならばともかく。
Nah, the Falzoni family was blowing up boats in this route, Sophia. Why would she bring up the Falzoni family? I wondered for a moment, but it was clear the difference. Their donations to the church were immense. Furthermore, they were comprised of pure Italians and very religious. They're not religious if they're blowing up boats. I didn't blame Sister Sophia for thinking so. But I can't trust the Falzonis. I've seen the Falzonis sacrifice many people. Please take care of Elena. She's been emotionally scarred.
どうしても。
No, I'm
あ
not
なた
staying
が
here. I'm
ここ
going
に
back
と
to
ど
my
まること
man.
はできないのですね。
I'm sorry.
どうか気をつけて。
I know Yang is a
恐ろ
dangerous
しい
man.
男だ
I've
と
been
聞
through
きます
quite
か
a
ら。
lot with him. Yes, thank you, Sister Sophia. By the time I went outside, it was evening. I looked out into the gentle dark red sky and recalled Sister Sophia's words. I used to think that Yang was dangerous. But what about now? Oh, he's still dangerous. I just love him. He wasn't only a dangerous person. I know that he could actually be kind as well. I continued thinking about Yang as a person until I returned to the Laoshu's base. She was just brainwashed by this man. When I entered the room, Yang was already there. He was sitting on the bed, drinking directly from the bottle. Seeing how light the bottle was in his hand, I could tell that the contents were almost empty. But he doesn't look too drunk. There was still reason in his eyes. Yang clicked his tongue and muttered. Okay, so he can leap from buildings. He gets shot and doesn't get hurt, and he can't get drunk. Yeah, he's sounding more and more like a superhero. More and more. He seems like he's drunk a lot, though. I wondered if he was worried about something. That's when I remembered.
Oh, he's
worried about the Visconti.
ラオシュはビスコンティとのことを早々にケリをつけるつもりだって。もし本格的な抗争が始まったら、ここも危ないのかしら。
Okay. Yang, I could be wrong, but are you going to fight the Visconti soon? Well, let the chopper sing. Oh, that's right, they don't have guns. Let the sword swish. Tomorrow. Oh goodness, I forgot whenever he's about to stab people he can't sleep. Whenever he's like super wired. I see. I responded in a lamenting tone, but Yang seemed to be having fun. But I just felt anxious. If a battle begins, so many people will die. I'm sure even if I asked him to stop, he wouldn't listen to me. I knew how powerful Yang was. Yet it didn't quell the anxiety rising in my chest. I have a favor to ask of you.
Nanda.
Don't die! He gave me a curt response and didn't look my way. If something were to happen to him tomorrow, I couldn't gather my thoughts, but I needed to tell him tonight. Silence fell over the room. If I can't express it to him with words, I must tell him without words. Oh! I threw my body at him and pushed down the defenseless Yang. Plot twist! Wow! Okay, girl. When did she get bold? The bottle fell from his hand and I could hear it clang and roll around on the floor. Yang seemed surprised, but looked up at me with cold eyes. Let the sword swish! Exactly! Finally, our eyes have met. His gaze seemed rather hollow, so I couldn't tell if he was actually looking at me. But that alone made me feel relieved and happy. I was thinking, you may not come back tomorrow. Okay, girl! And that scares me. My fingers trembled and I grabbed Yang's clothes. I don't know how to be rid of this anxiety. But I could do this. The only thing that could save me. Or so I thought. Right, Ocean Isle? I'm like, what the heck? His low voice was direct and I couldn't bring myself to answer. My fingertips touching him were hot. Okay. As he prompted me, I... Kiss him! I didn't want to lose him. I was scared of what was to come tomorrow. So I decided to reach out to him. I closed my eyes and put my lips to his. I didn't really know what to do, so I gave him a small peck that lasted just a moment. I pulled back, feeling the heat on my lips. My heart was pounding so fast I thought it would burst. But despite how I felt, his golden eyes still remained cold. The unstoppable heat he couldn't endure that used to long for me was no longer there. Oh, how is this? Okay, so I'm guessing if he doesn't love me, then he's just gonna go back to the, like, let me go back to the church. Wow! So the one time I throw myself at this man, wow! Okay. What? Oh, of course. I thought back on my actions and felt my face burn with embarrassment. I was acting selfish. I regretted it and got off of him. Yang put his hand on my head as if to calm me and muttered. Right, so when I decide to throw myself at you, you don't want me. You'd rather... Okay, fine. Yang. I knew which night he was referring to. So he got... I think he just likes being in control of situations. So me throwing myself at him is not. He would rather initiate stuff. Which is like, dude, really? Dude, stop playing these games. I couldn't say anything, and he looked away, picking up the bottle on the floor. That's fine. He sucks. Ooh, wait, no. Okay, I thought I was about to skip the story. Who? Even though he told me to, I was wide awake. All right, side story. Is it going to be Yang's point of view? Oh, nope, the church. Is it going to be Elena? I knew it. Oh, cool. That's understandable, I guess. Right? I guess if this is how it has to be. All right, back to Elena. While Sister Sophia wasn't looking, I snuck out of the church. She's going to get drugs! Oh my god. I can't with her. I still felt weak and couldn't walk straight, but... Without turning back, I stepped out into the night streets and ran. I knew exactly where I was going. She's going to get the drugs. Dang it, Elena! Even though he told me to, I was wide awake. I couldn't fall asleep so easily and ended up being awake all night. Elena! The following day, I was left alone in the dining hall with nothing to do. Yang, Fei, and Lan were all getting prepared, and I barely spoke to them at all today. Before I knew it, there were only a few men left behind to guard the base, and I felt a little lonely. It can't be helped. I'm sure everyone is preoccupied. This may be a good opportunity to make something. I'm sure when everyone returns, they'll be hungry. Girl, everybody is going to death, and she's like, I can make some food. I can't stand her. Yang eats anything without complaint, and I'm sure Lon and Fei would appreciate it. Oi, Zhou-chan! Yeah. Hearing a voice, I stopped my train of thought and looked at him. What's the matter? Oh, okay. So she came here and not to get the drugs. Okay, I can live with that. I rushed outside and indeed saw her standing there. Elena, what happened to you? Where? Without answering me, Elena grabbed my hand. Elena? How did she have so much strength? Okay. What's happening? Why is she here? I thought she was going to get drugs. Oh, we're at Gilbert's house. But this is Yang's point of view. Oh, okay. So they said, you know what? We're going to let the sword switch tonight. Get him. The twins took the lead down the hallway. I was walking behind them and looked outside. I had a strange sense come over my skin. I didn't sense anyone in this mansion. It's an ambush! Yep. I shouldn't have showed any signs. I was cautious in our preparations. Dang it! Hi new viewers, we are playing Piofiore Faded Memories, a Mafia Otome game. Right now, my psychotic boyfriend Yang is about to kill a rival Mafia boss. But I feel like they're about to jump him. Oh, here we go. Yep. Ambush! The Visconti were waiting. They all shot at once. If my kids die on this route, I'm gonna be mad. Dang! With the gun. Despite being heavy inside, they fired. Okay, sorry. Despite being inside, they fired bullets like heavy rain. But it was difficult to control. No matter how good the weapon, it's meaningless if it doesn't hit, right? Dang it! Where did he get a machine gun from? How did she have so much strength? She had gripped me tightly and my brows furrowed. Elena seemed desperate to take me somewhere. Okay. we're in the Arca. Wait, where are you taking me, Elena?
もう少しだから、お願い、私と一緒に来て。
Okay. Where are we going? Huh? This is Krata.
こっちよ。この建物なの。
Okay. Without letting me stop her, Elena pulled me in. Oh, we're here. Wait, Elena! As soon as we got in the building, we heard an intense gun battle, so she's just gonna lead me in the line of fire. You can't! This place is... I desperately tried to stop her, but Elena swung my hand away and started running. Without any hesitation, she jumped into the room in front of us. What the heck is she doing? What is she doing? Seeing that we were welcomed in, I wasn't surprised. Okay, we're in Yang's point of view. I sense a familiar presence among the men. Ah, it's you again! Don't you dare kill Lon or Faye. Orlok is like, I don't take sides. I merely go where I am needed. Who is His Excellency? I thought we were going to find out who His Excellency was in this route. We did not. Orlok looked at me and spoke simply. Okay, Rosberg is His Excellency. Can we see Rosberg's face one of these days? Yang is like, you're not going to be on my side. I guess I can stab you now. Nah, let him go ahead and kill him. Fair. The twins were ready to fight and jumped in to tell me to go. Once they get going, I can't stop them. I figured I'd handle the guy with the submachine gun and turned around. Get him! The man holding the weapon was so assured of his safety that he showed no signs of fear. Stab him! Slice him. Go ahead. Once I got closer, those guns will be a major disadvantage. I kicked the floor. As I gained momentum toward them, the gun began to go off again. Get him! Perhaps not many would charge straight toward them, facing the barrel of the gun. I smirked, seeing the submachine gun unable to aim. I closed the distance and swung my weapon without hesitation. Die! Without a word, the man fell over and I kicked him aside to pave the way. Go get Gilbert! I looked back at the twins fighting Orlok, and the battle was a flurry of swords. Get him! The timing of their attacks matched almost exactly, with only the slightest adjustments. The difference was difficult to distinguish. One wrong move and you're a goner. Sir, just stop fighting my kids. Before their attacks could hit Orlok, he took a deep step in and swung his sword. Hey, park that bum! We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. We are now on Yang's good ending. We did the tragic ending early in the stream. I'm glad you weren't here to see it. He sacrificed me to kill Dante. He literally pushed me towards Dante and then stabbed me with the sword and then stabbed through me to stab Dante. And I died. And that was the that was the tragic ending. I died, Lon died, Faye died. Yang was the only one who lived in the tragic ending. And he went back to China. Their attacks could hit Orlok. Okay, before their attacks could hit Orlok, he took a deep step in and swung his sword. Oh! Yeah, it was terrible. Oh no! Is Faye about to die in this route too? Faye fell as blood spread from his shoulder. No! Oh my god. Lon screamed Faye's name, then slid between him and Faye to protect him. Please don't die. Oh yeah, park that bum. It was vicious. Okay. Faye gripped his shoulder, unable to pick up his weapon. Oh god. Right, here he go getting injured again. Seeing movement in the corner of my eye, I gripped my blood-stained weapon tighter. I heard the sounds of a gunshot. I love you, but don't kill my man. His gun was pointed at me as he held her around the neck. Why did Elena bring me here? Did she bring me here to get captured? This hurts. His arm was choking me and I could barely move. Not only that, his grip around my neck was so strong I felt I would faint any moment.
この女を傷つけられたくなければ、素直に俺たちに殺されろ。
Oh my god. Like, what? Did Elena bring me here to get captured? Like, why did she bring me here? Lon screamed as she held Faye. He got the evil eyes.
に言われるとはな。俺は合理的な手を選んでるだけだ。
I can't blame him. It's a smart move.
だいたいこうなったのも、
I'm gonna like why?
だから足元を救われる。こんな風にな。
まったく耳が痛い話だ。
Please kill this
少
man.
し早く片付けておくべきだったな。
Elena owes me an explanation. Of course, Yang showed no signs of panic and smirked as if this were all funny. What is happening? Why does she have a gun? Elena got a gun before I got one? Are you kidding me? Okay. Elena? Wow. She did this because we killed Lee? Girl, Lee. Oh my god. I can't with her. I cannot with her. I cannot with her. In her hand was a gun that didn't suit her nature at all. I didn't know Elena. I thought back on her demeanor and it all made sense. You weren't relieved because you were finally free of Lee. You didn't want to lose him. The power of drugs compels you. Majorly, like, because this girl is tripping. Right? Thank you. Crazy ass. Lon ran over towards Elena and swung her weapon. Don't shoot her! Don't you shoot her! Although panicked, Elena awkwardly pointed her gun at Lon. Just then, what the hell's about to happen? Oh my god! What just happened? Orlok cut in from the side and knocked Lon's body away. Lon fell in a heap on the floor and blood spread out over her clothes. Orlok must have stabbed Lon with his dagger when they came in contact. Oh my god, not my kids. Please, please. Faye was already injured, but he desperately ran toward Lon. Please, 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 please. Just everybody stop. Can we just take a minute to breathe and just talk it out, please? I'm just stressed. Can we like... If my kids die again, if they kill Elena, if anybody else dies, except for Gilbert, I'm gonna be really upset. It's just everybody has a gun. I don't understand what happened, Park That Bum. I just don't get it. Hi, new viewers. We are playing Piofiore Faded Memories. Elena just pulled out the chopper on us, and I don't understand how she was allowed to do that. I just don't. Yang's eyes narrowed. He swung the twin hooks in his hands, flicking away the blood and sweat. He turned toward Elena. Uh-oh. Is she about to get stabbed? Although Elena pulled the trigger, her aim didn't hit Yang. Not only that, but the recoil of the gun caused her to fall back. Sir, just let my drug brain-addled friend go. Yang looked down on her and slashed without hesitation. Ah! I couldn't stop him. Oh my god! Elena's blood splattered and her body fell to the floor. This route! What the... I wanted to save her, but in the end I couldn't. I didn't consider Elena's feelings. I thought all I needed to do was keep her away from drugs. I thought that would be enough to save her. I realized how naive I was and my vision darkened before me.
しかし、レッドフォードも甘いな。
Yang shook the blood off his hooks and taunted the Visconti boss.
この女の言葉に踊らされたのではないか?
He said, "Are you often stupid for women?"
俺がそれを大切にしている。とでも、この女は言って
Yang
も
was
だ
like, "Did
ろう
Elena
が。
tell you that she was my friend?"
本当にそれに人質としての価値がある
You've
と
been
思う
wanting a chopper since the very beginning when you thought you were going to be the mafia princess. If I had a gun, none of this would have happened. We could have shot Orlok by now. Okay. Yang gave a mocking smile and spoke in a careless way.
俺が女一人のために自分の命を
Wow.
従えている部下ども
He
の
was like, I don't give a
命
damn
を
about
投
her.
げ出すとでも
Oh, wait, is he talking about me or Elena or us both? Probably us both, but mostly probably me. Gilbert's eyes sharpened. Your plan failed.
それが単なる脅しなら随分陳腐だが
Basically, I've been used.
やれ
The members of the Visconti followed his command and shot at Yang. Get him! Yang swiftly jumped and ran through the room, avoiding the bullets. They continued to rain relentlessly, and several made contact, causing him to bleed. However, Yang didn't seem to care and charged forward all the same. Until finally, he pressed close to the Visconti boss. Yang Xiaogou was right in front of my eyes. Shuanggo. Oh, I was being used as a shield. Yang seemed intent on stabbing the both of us at once. Again? How is this the good ending? How is this the good ending? I am so confused. What the hell? Deja vu. I have been in this place before. I'm like, again? This is stressful. I knew his playthrough was gonna be bad, but I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Like, I at least thought, oh God. How is this the good ending? I'm hoping the post-credit scene will explain how this is the good ending. Because none of this, he is trash, Ocean Isle, agreed. None of this is good. Elena is dead. Lon and Faye are injured. Elena is dead. We couldn't even save her from the drugs, y'all. And she had mad Stockholm Syndrome because she was willing to shoot me because we killed that man who kidnapped her and gave her drugs. Oh, man. All right, post-credit scene. You're gonna have to explain some stuff. You have some explaining to do, post-credit scene. Because how is this the good ending? Explain. I saw Yang charge toward us once again. Oh! I was prepared for death and I froze. Just then I saw a flash. The golden eyes captured me. I thought I heard a gunshot far away. Ah! Ah! No! Oh my God! He fell on his knees before me. I felt the arm around me loosen. I shook his arm off and ran toward Yang. How is this the good ending? What the hell? What the His body had taken the rain of bullets, and he was covered in brutal wounds. Bright red blood came seeping from his chest. No! Stop! I muttered as if in prayer. He always continued fighting no matter how bad his wounds, but here he was, drenched in blood. The harsh truth was in front of me and I couldn't believe my eyes. I held up his blood-stained arms and he reached towards me. His eyes were slightly smiling, and I'd never seen him so peaceful. His gaze, it was so tender.
What
the heck? Yang! I touched his cheek with a shaking hand. What the f- How is this the good ending? Those were his last words. What the f- The strength left his bloodied body and he fell to the floor. No! What the hell? What? Morning sunlight shone through the window. 'Cause you ain't die. But like, we weren't even in love. Morning sunlight shone through the window, tickling my eyelids as they opened. I felt a chill as I got out of bed, opened the window, and took a deep breath. It's winter. My eyes thinned at the piercing cold breeze and muttered. All right. As usual, mornings at the church were busy. I swiftly got dressed and prepared myself for the day's chores. After Yang died, I resumed my normal life at the church. I prayed, cleaned, and fulfilled my daily tasks one by one. F Yang. But, like... Everyday life had returned to normal. However, I felt a deep hole in my heart. See, how is this the good ending? She has a deep hole in her heart. I couldn't even tell if it hurt anymore. Life felt empty and unreal. I wished I could leave. Oh. I had a broom in my hand as I cleaned the backyard and I saw a shadow. You! I assumed he came to visit the cemetery, so I gave a polite bow. That day, the Laoshu lost their head and disbanded shortly thereafter. The Visconti currently ruled over Veleno. She ain't got a hole in her head as how. Fair. You and Ocean Owl are right, but still, it just doesn't feel, it feels bittersweet. The Visconti currently ruled over Veleno. That his good ending is him dead says a lot about Yang. This is true. They were now the largest family in Berloni. Their relationship with the Falzoni family was good and there weren't any disputes. Okay. Is he gonna try and hit on me now that Yang is dead? I was alone, leaving flowers on Dante's grave. Oh, okay, he's talking to Dante. I heard footsteps approaching and slowly looked up to see Gil. Probably not. Yang is really dead. Okay, I was manipulated, but you know, he was still pretty. I mean, if y'all had saved me like in chapter 3, I wouldn't have been in love with this man. Gil stared at the girl cleaning the backyard and muttered. Alright, I am out. Gotta set up. Lesson of the day, Yang a bitch. Taylor Sage, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great stream and enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, how is that a good ending? Never being happy is not a good ending. Phew. I stopped cleaning and looked at the sky. It was clear and blue as usual. I think snow will be falling shortly. Yang, do you like snow? I asked an unanswerable question and gave a bitter smile. There were so many things about him that I didn't know. He never even told me his real name. I had so many regrets. No matter what I did, the thought of him lingered in my mind. He had captured my heart. eternally. Aww. That was sad. All right, we have one last thing to do. Now that we have 100% completed Yang's route, yep, we have unlocked a side story. Woohoo! So we can read Yang's side story now. Where he's not dead. Yay! I woke up. Dawn hadn't broken yet. Moonlight was all that shone in. Yet there was no night or day in my life. I awoke when I wanted and slept when I wanted. When I tried to get up, I heard her voice in my arms. I guessed it was idle talk. But now I didn't feel like getting up anymore.
昨夜は遅くまで散々付き合わせたからな。まだ少し眠らせてやるか。
I tried picking up the golden hair that was tickling me and held it up against the moonlight. Looking back on my thoughts.
何を考えた？俺は。
He loves us. That's what he's thinking about.
まさか女のことをおもんばかったのか。
He loves us.
起こしては悪いとでも。
It's true that I made her tired. So it was logical for me to want to be considerate. But...
くだらん。
I decided not to think deeper about it and closed my eyes. Feeling the light, I awakened once again. I stirred and realized the woman who was supposed to be sleeping in my arms was gone. I got up and looked around the room. She wasn't here. Just then, she seemed to finish dressing and return to the room. Oh, good morning, Yang. Huh? For some reason, I felt irritated. I raised my brow and she tilted her head.
大体お前のせいだ。
Well, you shouldn't have fallen in love with me. I didn't know why, but that was usually the case. Whenever my mood changes, good or bad, it was always related to this woman.
夜明け前に目覚めたからといって、手心を加えてやる必要などなかったな。起きるまで遊んでやればよかった。次はそうするか。
Okay. Yang, what's the matter?
いや、今からでも遅くはない。
Oh, God.
もう一度、布団の中に引きずり込んでやろうか。
Despite my feeling bitter, this woman didn't understand at all.
いや、俺自身にもよくわからんのだが。
Oh, he loves us. I at least knew she was to blame, so I had to show her. It was unfair that I'd be the only one who had to feel this way. Just as I was plotting something evil, I came up with something.
気が紛れずとも、手間は減るだろうしな。
Okay.
おい。
Yes? I motioned for her to come, and Belle approached me curiously. And then... Okay. CG! We get to see his tattoos! Hey, you usually do this on your own. Why do you want me to do it today?
黙って言え。
Okay. Oh, the tattoos. She seemed to pout behind me. Regardless, I responded.
お前にやらせた方が楽だ。日頃から面倒だと思っていたしな。
Okie doke. That's so like you, but why do you want me to braid it?
邪魔になる。
Okay. Yang, why don't you cut your hair? If you cut it, you don't have to tie it or braid it. It won't be in your way.
切るのも面倒だ。
Okay. She fell silent, seeming unsatisfied with my answer, yet she was still braiding.
悪くない。
I felt her fingertips gathering my hair. It would normally have been unthinkable to turn my back to someone and expose my neck. While she tied my hair, I couldn't move, so I got a little bored, but...
悪くない。
Not only my hair, but sometimes her fingertips grazed the nape of my neck and it felt good. Aww, he's a softie.
たまに。いや、これからは毎朝やらせるか。
If she complains, I'll shut her up. Rather than make her understand through reasoning, this woman looked better when I forced her to obey. Okay, never mind. He's a whore. No, Yang, don't move. I ignored her and turned around. My hair that left her hand fell over my shoulder. Ugh, I wasn't done yet. Now I have to do it over. Belle? Huh? I looked into her eyes and spoke her name. With that alone, she seemed to understand what I wanted. No, it's morning.
関係ない。
But we just woke up.
それがなんだ?
Ugh, she averted her gaze, embarrassed. Besides, we did so much last night. She seemed to remember, and her skin flushed with color. Seeing that, there was no way I could wait. I silently pushed her over. Ah! Her little scream felt good. I could no longer wait for her approval.
もっとだ。声を聞かせろ。
This man. Ah, wait, Yang!
自分から教えてくれとねだったくせに。名を呼ばないのか?
I whispered in her ear, seeing her blush. I looked down at her reluctance and grinned.
呼べ。
Mao. We learned his name! Yay!
そうだ。声が枯れるまで。
This man!
俺を呼べ。
Nasty! I was satisfied through the late afternoon. Belle must have been really angry. But for some reason, I didn't find that annoying. Rather, it made me want to play with her even more. Really, I didn't understand myself at all. Oh, he loves us. We learned his name! Nice! All right, so that has been Yang's route. What did you guys think of Yang? I know most of you think he's crazy. Comparing his route to Nicola's route, this route was definitely more exciting. In terms of there was always a lot of fast-paced stuff going on, a lot more danger. There were some moments where I was like, okay, this is a lot. But I enjoyed playing this route. Nicola, I still like him more than Yang. Nicola was a sweetheart until we got to the bad ending. Then he was crazy. But comparing them both, yeah, Yang's route had the better like story to me and plot, but Nicola as a character, I liked him more. So we're gonna continue playing this in the future, but not the immediate future, because we've been playing this for several weeks now. And I want to play a new Otome game, but we will be coming back to this because I want to see Dante's route and Gilbert's route and Orlok's route and the finale route. We have 4 more routes in this game to play. So we'll be back at it. Our next game that we will be playing next Maiden Monday will be Men of Yoshiwara Kikuya. It is a game where you seduce male courtesans, men of the night, literally. So I am super excited to play that. I was nervous at first because I was worried it was going to be too X-rated for the stream, but most people who have played it, and I was reading reviews and stuff, they say that there's like, the nudity is not, there's no nudity. Essentially, if you see anything, it's like top up. I mean, like waist up. So we should be okay playing it. So that is that. So we'll be playing Men of Yoshiwara. Coming up tomorrow, we will be doing Rune Factory 4 from 5 p.m. EST to 7 p.m. EST. We'll be getting back to the Sharon's Maze, seeing if we can clear my goal of getting past level 10 of the Sharon's Maze. Then we will be playing on Friday. We'll be doing my Double Farming Friday, Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and 5 to 7 p.m. will be World's Dawn. That is all from me. This has been Black Bellflower. I try. Oh, there we go. The thing is playing again. I try to play games and have a fun time and make everyone have fun and laugh. My goal is to make sure that we all are joyful in my stream. So if you enjoyed my stream, don't be shy and give me a follow. Come hang out with us again in the future. Let me go ahead and put my social media down here. I have a Twitter account, a Facebook account, and an Instagram account. The Twitter account, I'm usually updating information about streams, like making new announcements, posting the schedule, things like that. Also, let me post my Discord. Come hang out with us on Discord. We're getting into the new year. So starting the new year, I want to do more movie nights, at least maybe once a month or twice a month. So join us in the Discord. We have fun, we laugh, we share games that we're playing. And that's it for me. Let's see who we can... Who we can hang out with? Oh, I thought Tameless Sage was going to start streaming. He must be still setting up. So I'm probably going to end up hosting Tameless Sage when he starts streaming. So that is it for me. Be happy, be healthy, and I will see you tomorrow for Rune Factory 4. And if not, I'm so glad I got to see you today. And I'll see you next time. Bye!